Hey guys! So, today, what are we doing today? We're reading scary stories. So scary. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Welcome back, everyone. I can't. Hi, everyone! So, we're gonna be. Look at this drawer. Reading scary, spooky. Your hair looks very bouncy. Sassy Brock! Now that we have our glasses and we're feeling so studious, I'm gonna read the first story now. If a cop ever pulls me over and asks if I have weapons in the car, I'm gonna say yeah. These boys. This story is called My Dead Girlfriend Keeps Messaging Me on Facebook. Oh, Facebook. Ooh. Emily died on August 7th, 2012. She was involved in a subcompact collision where 3 cars were crushed. She died instantly. About 13 months after she died, she sent me her first message. It started on September 4th, 2013. Emily. Hello. I assumed it was a cruel prank by her mother or a friend who had access to her account. I didn't reply. 2 months passed. On November 12th, I got another message. REG. RNG was a typo she constantly made when typing fast. Seeing it sent a cold shiver straight down my spine. I finally typed back. Who is this? Why are you doing this? There was no response. By March, the messages became frequent. They weren't just random words, they were recycled phrases from our old chat logs when she was alive. It's cold out. I don't know where my side of the bed is. What? Wiki? Okay, I guess. I tried reporting the account, but Facebook couldn't help without proof of unauthorized access. I changed my passwords, but the messages kept coming. Then came May 15th. I received a notification. Emily tagged you in a photo. What a photo. I opened the notification with trembling hands. It was a photo of me sitting on the couch, taken from inside my apartment through the window. But when I looked at the date stamp of the image upload, it had been taken that afternoon. Oh. My blinds had been drawn, but there was a small gap. The photo showed me sitting at my desk looking at my computer screen. 5 minutes later, another message popped up. Freedom is cold. Why do you keep looking at the door? I haven't slept in my apartment since. I've read this story. I've heard this story, and I've read it, and I've listened to it, and all of the above. And I really like this story. It's just random. I think I read a different version of it, though. It's good, though. I like it.
I would not go to bed without taking 20 Benadryl because I'd be too scared.
He didn't sleep in his apartment ever since that.
Well, hopefully he got a new apartment.
Well, I sure as damn hope so.
Okay, so this is story number 2, the search and rescue officer. The stairs. The stairs. I've been a search and rescue officer with the U.S. Forest Service for almost a decade. People think that when someone goes missing in the woods, it's always wild animals, hypothermia, or getting lost. Most of them it is, but there are things out there that we aren't allowed to talk about officially. The weirdest thing I've ever encountered, and every veteran S- SAR officer knows about them, they are the staircases. Deep in the wilderness, miles away from the nearest road, trail, or ruin, you will occasionally find a staircase. Just a staircase. No foundation, no walls, no signs of collapsed buildings around it, just clean, pristine stairs. Some are wooden and carved, others are made of white carpet or stone. They look completely untouched by the elements as if someone put them there 5 minutes ago. The first time I saw one, I was with a senior trainer. I stopped and stared. It was a spiral staircase wrapped around nothing, standing in a clear 4 miles from any marked path. Hey, I said, pointing, what's that? My trainer didn't even look up. Ignore it. What do you mean? Ignore it. What is it doing out here? He grabbed my arm hard. His voice was dead serious. Listen to me very carefully. You do not go near them. You do not touch them. You do not climb them. You just keep walking and ignore it. I asked the other officers later. They all gave me the same answer: never climb the stairs. A rookie from another district didn't listen. He found a set of carpet steps deep in the woods, laughed, and walked up to the top landing to pose for a picture. According to the guy with him, as soon as he reached the top step, everything went dead quiet. No birds, no wind, no insects. The rookie raised his hand to wave, and something, an invisible force, cleanly sliced off his right arm right at the shoulder. He collapsed down the stairs, bleeding heavily. He survived, but he could never explain what happened. He just said that the moment he stepped onto the top stair, he felt like he was standing in someone else's house, and something in that house didn't want him there. If you ever go hiking deep in the woods and see stairs standing alone, do not climb them.
First of all, why are you waving at the top of a random staircase? This is story number 3. It's called My Wife Has Been Peeking at Me. My wife Lynn and I have been married for a little over a year. Our relationship was completely normal until about 3 weeks ago. It started in the kitchen. I was looking for dinner when I felt that uncomfortable feeling of being watched. I turned around and Lynn was standing in the hallway, peeking her head around the doorframe. Only her right eye and half her forehead were visible. She was completely motionless. Hey, hun, what's up? I asked. She didn't answer. She slowly pulled her head back around the wall and walked away. I thought she was just playing a weird joke. No thanks. I'm not hungry. 2 nights later, I woke up around 2 a.m. to use the bathroom. As I opened the bedroom door, I saw her. She was crouching in the dark at the end of the hallway, peeking out from behind the sofa. She had a massive, unblinking smile stretched across her face. Lynn, you're scaring me, I whispered. She didn't move. She stared at me with that half face visible behind the couch cushion. The turning point was yesterday. I came home from work early. I called out her name, but no one answered. As I walked down the corridor toward our office, I noticed the door was cracked open a few inches. I looked through the gap. Lynn was standing near the closet, but her neck was bent in a completely impossible right-angled crook, so that her head was jutting unnaturally around the corner of the wardrobe. She wasn't peeking around the walls by stepping behind them. She was bending her joints in ways human anatomy shouldn't allow just to peer at me. I didn't say a word. I backed out of the house, got into my car, and drove directly to a hotel. 10 minutes ago, my phone vibrated with a text message from her. Why did you leave without saying goodbye? I was watching you. Attached was a grainy picture taken from the bottom of my bed, framed from floor level, looking right where my face usually rests on the pillow. My god, I would actually die. Like, imagine. Take this. Imagine. Go stand in my closet.
Hey guys, today I'm doing a YouTube video. It's just me today. The previous tenant left a survival guide. I moved into a surprisingly cheap studio apartment in a older city building. The landlord seemed eager to get me signed, handed me the keys, and left immediately. While unpacking in the kitchen, I found a handwritten notebook tucked behind the drawer lining. On the cover, written in frantic red ink, was Rules for Surviving Apartment 4B. I laughed and assumed it was a joke from a previous guy, but as I read the list, the details were unnerving. Rule number 1: if you hear a knock on the front door between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., do not answer it. Even if the voice sounds like your family or an officer, no one from the outside comes up to the fourth floor after midnight. Rule number 2: the elevator only goes to floor 5. If you enter the elevator and see a button for floor 6, push G immediately and exit at the main lobby. Rule 3. If you see a woman in a yellow raincoat standing in the hallway, walk past her without making eye contact. Do not say, "Excuse me." She is not waiting for a neighbor. Rule number 4. If you wake up and the room feels colder than usual, look at the ceiling above your bed. If there's a dark stain that wasn't there before, do not go back to sleep. Leave the apartment for the rest of the night. That night, around 2:15 a.m., three loud, heavy thuds echoed on my floor. "Open up! It's the building manager. We have a water leak," a voice called out. It sounded convincing. I almost walked over to unlatch the chain. Then I remembered rule number 1. I looked down at the gap beneath the front door. There was no shadows of feet blocking the light from the hallway. Whatever was knocking at my door wasn't standing on the floor.
Now we are on our second to last. It's called Pen Pal Footsteps. When I was 6 years old, my kindergarten teacher organized a pen pal project. We tied letters accompanied by our home addresses to helium balloons and released them into the sky, waiting for whoever found them to write back. Months passed and I never received a letter. Eventually, I forgot all about it. That summer, I spent almost every afternoon playing outside with my Polaroid camera. One morning, I noticed a box of undeveloped Polaroid film sat on my nightstand that I didn't remember putting there. Thinking my mom had left it, I developed the photos and set them out to dry. When the images slowly faded into my view, my blood ran cold. There were pictures of me, sleeping in my bed. The pictures were taken from right above my pillow, looking down at my face in the pitch dark. In one of them, a pale, filthy hand reached out from the corner of the frame, hovering just a few inches above my forehead. Panicked, my mom called the police. They searched the house top to bottom, but found no broken windows and no signs of forced entry. It wasn't until a week later, when a plumber came to inspect a strange, foul odor coming from beneath our porch, that they discovered the truth. Tucked far back into the crawl space underneath my bedroom floorboards was a makeshift nest of blankets, empty food wrappers, and hundreds of photos of me playing in the yard. Tucked into the corner of a dark crawl space was my original kindergarten pen pal letter, worn, folded, and read 1,000 times.
People do that.
Yeah, I know, it's creepy.
Oh my god. That is so freaking scary. That might be the scariest one of them all. Guys, this is our last story. This is titled Baraska. When I was 12, my family moved to Drisking, Missouri, a tiny town nestled deep into the mountains. It seemed like a peaceful place, but it didn't take long to notice the two things that made Drisking different from any other town. First was the sound, a deep, agonizing, metallic grinding noise that echoed across the valley every few months, shaking the windows of our home. The locals called it Baraska. And whenever it echoed, the adults in the town would quiet down, exchange grim looks, and pretend they hadn't heard a thing. Second was the missing person board at the local police station. Every so often, a young woman in the town would vanish. No ransom demands, no struggle, no bodies, just gone. The townspeople never mounted search parties, they just quietly added another photo on the wall and moved on with their lives. When my close friend Whitney vanished overnight, her father, a police officer, refused to investigate. Driven by anger and desperation, my friend and I spent years digging in Drisking history, tracking secret trail markings hidden deep in the forest that led straight toward the source of the metallic screeching in the mountains. When we finally broke into the abandoned iron mill at the top of the ridge during a Baraska event, we expected to find a monster, a cult, or something supernatural. What we found was infinitely worse. There was no creature in the mountains. Baraska was simply the heavy machinery running in a subterranean facility beneath the mountain, a underground ring run by the town's prominent leaders, police force, and elders to abduct young women and keep them captive to maintain the town's dark, twisted legacy. The real horror of Drisking wasn't a ghost or demon. It was the ordinary people running it. Wait, so they took these people? What did they do with them? What is a ring rug? Like, wait, maybe they send them somewhere else. Held captive and exploited in secret underground facility run by the town's elite. The town was facing a severe hidden fertility crisis where the men were largely infertile due to local environment contamination. To ensure the town's continuation, the leaders established the compound beneath the mountain, the source of grinding. Wow. That's crazy. So the police officer, his daughter goes missing.
And he knows exactly why.
And he don't even care. This is terrible.
What are we doing?
This
Is this a real story? No. Huh, okay. Sure. Just making sure.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. It's a woman that wrote this. What are you doing, Rebecca?
Rebecca
Is
Kingle.
Rebecca like not a feminist?
No, Rebecca hates women. That's why she wrote this story. That's interesting.
No, because for all, if I was being like this, I would be like the woman peeking at her husband at night. Just catch me in the corner. Just the fuck. Do I need to do it again? Should I do it again?
No.
Yeah.
Hi guys, it's me, Faith, and this is my YouTube channel. Hi guys. I think this is gonna be the ending of our video.
You do not do good with big words. Look at you.
I'm
you
dyslexic.
Graduated.
Yes, I did. I graduated while being dyslexic.
I'm so proud.
So for all of you out there who think you can't do it, you can do it.
You can do it!
And who's to think you can't graduate while having ADHD? You can do it! But we're still having some hope for Jada because she has not graduated.
Listen, I'm literally a junior now.
Okay, guys, that's going to include today's video. Love you guys.